What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Satisfactory VR video, where last time we got ourselves a coal power plant together, ready for setting up our base. And in today's video, we are going to take this big open plain and using blueprints like this, we're going to turn this big open space into a small city of industry. So remember to sub, let's get into it. So I spent a little bit of time on a live stream just starting to block this whole area out a little bit. I also set up just a really inefficient temporary modular frame machine, and just in the back corner over there you can just about see it in the distance. Just got some basic steel components being unlocked. This allowed me, while I was just playing offline, to do all of the research in tier 3 and tier 4. So now we have the framework to build everything we need. And most importantly, we have this thing, the blueprinter. This is going to be the cornerstone of this whole base. So the idea is, and it's a really cool way to build. I saw this on a Kibitz video, who had seen it somewhere else, and that is to have these nice, small, compact blueprints where everything is made. So let's say we can make a blueprint that churns out 2 modular frames a minute, which is these machines down here that I've currently just got set up everywhere. We would condense all of that into this single blueprint, and then if we want to make 10, we can just place that blueprint 5 times, and instead of just having long linear paths of resources being refined to make the final output, you end up with this really cool looking sort of modular blueprint you can just drop down. I'm going to go over the basic idea of it while we set up some iron plate and iron rod production. So we've got rods. We need 15 ingots to 15 rods. We'll probably make 30 a minute out of that, I think. That'll be plenty for building. And with plates, we need 30 a minute for 20 a minute of iron plates. So I think we'll do the same. We'll build 2 of them. So 2 of these means we need 60 ingots. 2 of these means we need another 30 for 90 in total. And then that means we're going to need a total of 90 iron ore for this build. Best thing to do with these projects is just start putting machines down. So we're going to do, I think, a ground level of smelters and an upper level of constructors, or something along them lines. So let's grab our smelters. So we'll have maybe 2 next to each other, and maybe we'll do a 3rd one back here, because I guess we can have the, don't want to do it too right on the edge. We can have the we can have all the iron come in like an L shape then, I guess, a backwards L, which could look kind of cool. And then if we do a constructor dead opposite like that, and then perhaps this little area can be for the 2 storage containers with the dimensional depots. So let's put ourselves a 2nd level. Let's go into the build menu, grab ourselves a 1 meter foundation, and we want it to be concrete. So these menus are really good, really good. And then if we snap that into place, we can then use A and B to raise and lower on the VR controller, and we can move this right into where we want it. So if we was to put it over the top of this like that, maybe a little higher actually, let's just take it right up, and then let's just make sure what we were saying with the storage fits underneath. We might need another 1 and 2 like that to make sure everything fits. So if we then grab just a single storage is fine for this. We can rotate it to where we want it. quite like having the storage kind of like that. I think we may have gone a little bit too high here. So strange doing this in VR. You position yourself completely differently to how you would in standard Satisfactory. We've got a space for an elevator to go up here. I know that would be output straight to here. Elevator through the floor. So we want to get that set before we really move anywhere else. So if we get an elevator floor hole from logistics and we stick that there, and now we take some more constructors. So if we make this, let's just rotate that when I press the right button that way. I quite like the idea of having the belt sort of come off the edge here and into this one. That gives us a second iron rod. And then perhaps we do another one just right off the edge in an overflow. And we just do both like that. Like so. So this one will make our second lot of rods. And these will make our 2 sets of plates for 30 a minute. And this looks a little boring. It's okay. But I think let's start again. In the end, this is the design I settled on. So it's very similar. We've got our 3 smelters, 1, 2, and 3 on the floor here. We've got the metal beams holding everything up. We've got our first constructor here, so it's a similar layout, very similar layout. Just a little bit more. Oh, we missed a paint there. There's no shortcut for paint, but let's just fill that in. So we'd make this time we're making all of the ingots, we're merging them all together, and then we take it up to the top where we have the other 3 constructors, and it just splits off nicely. It's a little bit more uniform, splits off nicely, gathers everything up. Thanks to Satisfactory 1.1, we can merge halfway up a lift, which is great. And then all of that moves down, back down, and then we gather our rods into a small storage container with a dimensional depot. And we gather our... Where's the other one? Where did I put that? We gather the plates into here. Now what we can do, and I'm literally just going to start from here and just work right through the map that way. We'll take all that stuff down eventually. We can grab our blueprint from our blueprints. Iron rods and plates. Realize we don't have enough wire. Be right back. So we can grab our blueprint. We want maybe, I don't know, give ourselves a little bit of room there. Tell you what, let's lock it and we can go and check. Let's be careful here because we can't turn without turning our entire body here. So if we line it up with that line, gives us a bit of space for like a little entranceway here. Quite happy with that. Okay. And there is our first bit of something. Now, if you can picture this with some walkways to get up to the top areas, we're going to have a really nice way of running around the map here, just so we can see all this stuff. So what I'm going to do, not in this video because it will be 50 hours long, is go away and in a very quick bit of editing for you guys, instantly fill this area with new machines. So we've automated all the starting components that we need in this crazy blueprint driven factory. So each one of these is a modular blueprint. We've got a bunch making some modular frames over there, so they only do 2 a minute. So we just chucked a bunch down, line rods and plates. It just looks really, really cool. We're really happy with it. We've chucked this walkway in so we can get around a little bit better. The whole plan is to fill this entire area with those dial blueprints. And all this is going to be driving dimensional depots once we go on a hunt for some more Mercer spheres, because we don't have many at the moment. We've also put together some infrastructure so that we can belt in some of the close materials, although this area isn't the best for that kind of stuff. But we have it, so we can just keep bringing in stuff as we need it. We have this little bit of space down here, and I do have plans for this space, but that is going to have to wait for another video. So until then, please, if you're enjoying the VR playthrough, remember to drop a sub, and please like this video. Till then, guys, I will see you in the next one.